This universe is a vast ocean filled with planets and stars and everything alike. The one thing you don't see, though, is life. You see planets all over the place. You look through your telescope, you see, Mars, Jupiter. You can even maybe spot a planet in another solar system if your scope's powerful enough. But the one thing you don't see is life. You don't see planets popping up all over the place filled with life. Life is precious. It's rare in this universe. But here we are, Earth. We're on this intergalactic oasis filled with life. There are so many species, we haven't even found them all yet. There are still species unknown out there. We are finding new species every day, and I think that's amazing. Life is amazing. That's one of the reasons why I went vegan, because I see life as amazing and precious, and I want to do what I can to protect it. This poem is about a cow's life in particular. This poem is a little long. It's longer than my other poems. It takes you from the slaughterhouse to the dairy farms. Cows are slaughtered for food when they don't have to be. Not only that, but they're sort of restricted. They're not even given the chance at a full life. They spend their entire existence cramped, hardly any sun, and it shouldn't be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. And then they go to the dairy farm where they're kept perpetually pregnant their entire lives just so they can give milk. And then when they do have calves, the calves are sold to the veal industry. So when you drink milk, you're actually contributing to veal. You're contributing to the death of calves. But it's not even about the torture and the pain that they go through. It's the fact that life is being taken. Even if they treated these animals like kings and queens, even if they worshiped them, they treated them like gold their entire lives before they slaughtered them, I would still be vegan. Because ultimately it's not about what they go through, it's the fact that they die. And they don't have to die. And this poem takes you through a horrific journey that cows go through on a daily basis. 35 million are murdered every year for human consumption. It's not your steak, it's their charred, rotting flesh. It was never yours. You can't live without your meat. It was theirs. It was their flesh. Now, I'm going to go ahead and share this poem. This video may be a little long, so I do appreciate anybody who sticks around to watch the whole thing. I'm going to go through part 1, then I'm going to go through part 2. As I lay in the dark, I feel comfort from the sound of mother's heart. A bright light appears. I know new life is near. Out of the womb, from the start I was doomed. I had entered my tomb. Ripped from my mother, taken away too soon. My mother I hardly knew. My heart fills with gloom. In the dark for the most part, now without the sound of my mother's heart. I hear cries from afar. They tear my heart apart. My fright is at its height, at the thought of what might be. These creatures scream at me, these creatures beat me, but they do not see the real me. There is a soul behind these eyes. There is a soul that dies when I hear those cries. Beaten and broken, my horrors go unspoken. My time has come. What have I done? Gentle and peaceful is my nature. These creatures care not for my internal features. It is my flesh they wish to possess. Up this ramp I go. What my fate is, I do not know. The cries are louder now. As my heart races, I wonder, what will happen in this horror of places? It is in this room that I can feel my impending doom. Horrors before my eyes. I know I would die, so I must cry. They hang me by my feet as I weep. I'm still alive. Though they slit my throat, now I would die. I am gone. Though I have done nothing wrong. This is merely one life, but there is another that fights this fright. Tonight we are given a double feature by these horrific creatures. This is a dairy tale, but make no mistake, this is no fairy tale. I was born much in the same way, but when I was of age, they did not take me away to death. Taken to a barn, what is the harm? They come up behind me, though I wish they would not find me. I wish they would forsake me, instead they have raped me. Why do they hate me? I am loving and kind, but they do not mind. It's been a while, but now I'm with child. Now hardly seen, they keep me connected to these machines. They steal my milk, I don't know why. The way they treat me, I would rather die. If I don't produce, they beat me with their boots. My child is born, but then he is torn from me. I barely knew this child I grew, taken away to a place I never knew. Veal is a clue. My heart breaks, this I cannot take. They rape me again, so the cycle can begin. Used and abused, now my life is through. Off to my death, this life has been a mess. Now I'll be slaughtered, but why bother? I've been dead inside since they took that first child of mine. As my life ends, tomorrow another cycle begins. You know, these poems always upset me. You know, it's a sad existence. And the most tragic thing of all is that it doesn't have to happen. And these poems, I hope to reach into somebody and strike a nerve so they know, so they get a feel of what these creatures go through. Because they're every bit as special as you are. They are every bit as amazing as you are. And they deserve a chance at life. They don't deserve this. Nobody does. So please think about your actions. Is that filet mignon really worth it? Is it worth this? Is that hamburger worth this? It's really upsetting. So please look into going vegan. Together we can stop this. Because they don't have to die. I hope you enjoyed this poem. I hope it struck a nerve. Sorry it's a bit long, but it was a long poem and they go through hell. And as always, I appreciate anybody that watches, that listens. Check below, check out my Facebook page, give me a like, and make sure you like this video on Facebook if, of course, you do like it. And share it. Share the video. Maybe there's somebody who may be considering going vegan, and you can share this video, and maybe it'll help. And be sure to check out Curse of the Wolf. It's a fiction poem I wrote that's going to be coming out soon. And be sure to check out my Facebook page for a new poem I wrote on domestic violence. And thank you for listening to me again, and don't forget to check the bottom for more links. And please, life is precious, please reconsider your actions.